And the first part, of course, of that Ronaldo interview with Piers Morgan aired on Talk TV last night. The Man United striker claimed that he nearly joined rivals Man City.
It was close. It's something that they spoke a lot, and Guardiola say 2 weeks ago, I guess, that they try hard to have me. But as you know, as my history in Manchester United make the difference.
We'll take calls on that, shall we? 03717223344. Chris is a Man United fan. Christopher?
Good afternoon, guys. How's it going?
We're good. We're very well. How are you today?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. A big interview yesterday, wasn't it?
What, on our show or the Ronaldo one?
The Ronaldo one.
It was.
I mean,
I'm told.
Your show is always bigger than ever.
Oh, God bless you. I'm told, genuinely, I'm not trying to say that, I don't need to, but I'm told tonight's is much bigger. The chat, there's a bit more controversy. He talks about where he's going to go next, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. But let me ask you, you're a United fan. I watched it actually this morning. I was out last night. I watched it this morning. I didn't feel comfortable watching it. How did you feel?
Yeah, I'm the same. Listen, I mean, straight away, he shouldn't have done it. Let's not beat around the bush. He shouldn't have done it. But there are parts of the interview that I massively sympathise with Ronaldo, and my main one really is.
Chris, I'm the same as you. You know, there were parts. Is that 100%? There were parts where I went, okay, he's kind of got a point. What he's saying there.
What parts, Chris?
The one I want to pick up on majorly is the Rooney and the Neville one. I think these are two people that share the dressing room with him and are meant to be his mates. You know, you can see that he was hurt by that, really, by the comments and him ignoring Gary. I think Gary and Rooney, they were wrong to criticise him. Do what, if they're your friends, then just, you know, don't slate your pals. You know, you two wouldn't do that to each other.
Chris, you best believe I would.
You best believe I would. Never been in our meetings. Honestly, on a daily basis, I'm like, are you sure we can't get Jermaine Beckford in? Every day they say no, stay with Darren Bent. Nothing I can do about it.
But the United facilities are terrible, aren't they? You know, you can't argue with that. But he shouldn't have done it at the end of the day. But you got to get two sides of the story, haven't you? And that's what we're getting. So,
what should United do, Chris? Gary Neville says they should terminate his contract.
I agree with Gary on that point. I think there's no way back. You just can't really integrate him into that system when all the players know that he doesn't want to be there, or he doesn't like the management, he doesn't like the current structure. So you'll never move forward as a team and as a unit if you've got an individual that's of that mindset.
Okay, Chris, thanks for that.
The only thing I'd say, right, is that the facilities probably need upgrading, but let's be honest, they're not going to be atrocious.
No.
But he spoke about the jacuzzi, the steam room, these things are still going to be state of the art. They're just maybe a little bit older.
Yeah.
Also, he said there about Rooney and Neville, but these guys have got to do that. When Ollie was in charge and having a bit of a shocker, I was sick and tired of hearing his pundits, his friends, his former teammates just keep saying, well, don't blame him in his time when he was clearly out of his depth.
Yeah.
But the first time now, Rooney and Gary Neville, I've been honest, because it's not the right thing to do when he stormed down the tunnel and then done this interview. They're getting criticised for it. What are they supposed to do?
But also as well, there's one thing I was like, really? When he was talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he said, I thought he was good, should have been given more time. Come on, you've got to be honest about it. It wasn't good for United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, but at the time, he was exactly what United needed at the time.
Because it was after Jose.
Yes.
But Cristiano, you know, he's criticising other people for you know, not being honest. Yeah. And then he's coming out going, I should have given Solskjaer more time. Like,
it weren't nice what he said about Ranić.
No, that wasn't nice.
And it's fair. I had a look through on Twitter, and I looked at Kevin Atchard's tweets and that, and he weren't happy about it because it's a little bit disrespectful to Ralph Ranić.
Of course it is.
I didn't know who he was.
I think he was only there 12 games as well.
Yeah, but he don't know who he is. No, that's bad. That.
Liam's an Arsenal fan, a Gooner, fellow Gooner. Hello, Liam.
Hi guys, how are you?
I'm good. I'm very well. How are you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. I say fellow Gooner. Obviously, I meant Benty, not me.
Oh yeah. And the question was with Benty. I mean, you mentioned before the break about the City call. So if his agent calls him and says City's on the phone, you said his answer should be no. But who did you make 60 appearances for, Benty? Yeah,
but that's playing. Like, I didn't play to Arsenal and then go to Spurs or vice versa.
No, but I mean, how much of an Arsenal fan are you? That's the question.
I guarantee if you're in the same position, you'd have done the same thing.
I don't know about that.
No, but here's the thing, Liam. The point we're making, I hate what you're saying, but the point we're making, let's just say Benty played for Arsenal, was a legend at Arsenal, then went to Real Madrid and was coming back, and Arsenal and Spurs came in for him.
And then went to Tottenham.
Yeah, he wouldn't toy with the idea of then going to Spurs. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I get it, but obviously it was more the point of if you're a fan of a team, your rivals are. I mean, you haven't played for them, but your rivals come in for you. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a professional football player, but I think the answer would be I'd rather find another team, to be honest, that would.
Listen, you'll find a lot of Spurs players, even some in the squad now, support Arsenal and vice versa. So it's just one of the. But there's a difference between being a club legend and a club supporter.
Totally. Thanks for your call, Liam. Let's quickly get John in, a Man United fan. Hello, John.
Hi guys, how you doing?
We're great. We're very well. How are you today? What are you up to?
Not a lot. I'd say not a lot. I've been working. I really shouldn't say not a lot, should I?
Well, if your bosses are listening and go, gave John so much work to do, he's done nothing today.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I've been listening to this interview and I wrote points down because I thought I'm going to try and make it as logical because it was so surreal.
Okay.
I think the main point is Piers led that interview. He led it. He started every question he gave to Ronaldo was almost a statement.
Okay, let me just say, you're right, and that's his job. But let me tell you, an interview of that magnitude, they have sat down for hours before and gone through those questions.
Of course. But it just doesn't feel genuine from Ronaldo because of that, because of the context, the way it's done. Which, to myself, I understand it, but you've got hundreds of fans out there that might not understand that, and Ronaldo feels like, you know, if he gets his story out there, the fans will know it. I mean, the Glazers issue and the facilities issues, I mean, we're already aware of that. That's what people have been protesting and have been for a while. But then you're talking about, like, oh, I love United, I love the fans, but you were close to signing for City. You couldn't have loved us that much if you were, you're thinking about the pay package. So I agree with you guys on that one. And I mean, to be honest, we're being criticised by his former teammates. They didn't really say anything other than based on his actions. So what does he want from them? He wants them to listen to him, but then he's going to storm off a pitch. Actions speak louder than words. I don't know what Ronaldo wants from it, to be honest with you, apart from leaving. That's all I gauge from it.
I think, thanks, John, for your call. I think that's exactly what he wants. He just wants to be free and go. If United could afford it, I'd say don't terminate his contract, keep him. And just would
you have? No, wow, that is.
Let him train on his own.
Yeah, but I think that does more harm.
Honestly, I'm really annoyed at what he's done.
That would do more harm than good. Unfortunately,
you're right. That's just me cutting my nose off the top.
He's too big of a presence to just put him.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't do that.
Rip the contract up, let him go, etc.
Yeah,
both move on.